Alright, hello and welcome back to Neon Abyss. We might have to pause this episode in the middle of it, and that's okay, because food will get here. Let's play as alt-side Matt, because why not? Have a great time. Start with this. It's shopping time. Woo! Does that mean we get $1 bazillion? I don't know. I guess maybe my stuff is on sale. What did we start with today? We started... Oh. Shop will now replenish. And everything in the shop is half price. Nice. Every time you put your pet evolves, you'll get a gift. Spawn an angry ring of sprites when your pet levels up. Okay. So we got like an egg build going on. We want to get as many eggs as possible. That's kind of okay. That's kind of chill. Kind of dig that. What are we talking about? There is something I want to talk about in today's episode. I went to the chiropractor in between this episode and the last episode. And now I do not remember what I wanted to talk about. This guy needs to do like everything, so we're just gonna... Well, we're just gonna like see what happens. And whether or not a good thing comes out of this, who knows? But we're gonna give it an attempt. We're gonna give it a good old college try, as the children would say. What did I want to talk about? I have no idea. Let's just pick something out of a hat. I've been playing Duel Links a lot again recently. It's just been fun. It's a little upsetting that this is still not having like all the decks I would like to have. But you know what? I have to accept the fact that it is a gacha game. I won't get everything I want immediately. I have to live with that. And that's okay. But I've been playing the super heavy samurai deck recently, which has been super fun. I'm currently halfway through plat. I want to try and hit legend before the end of the month, which means I'll need to do probably a grind day, which is, yeah, whatever, but is what it is. Is what it is. This weapon sucks. This is awful. I mean, it is like dealing a considerable amount of damage. I just wish I could force the charge up time to trigger myself by clicking R. It's fine. It's fine. Active, slow down time. Oh. That's strange. That's a very, very strange active. I'm not sure how I feel about it. But you know what? We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a brilliant run here. We're gonna focus heavily on just having a great having a great run, and not complaining about this character, because you guys are probably aware about my very poor opinion on alt-side Matt. I just need to play him and get him out of the way. It's kind of my same reasoning for a couple of the characters in Isaac and why I play them pretty regularly in comparison to some other characters. It's just because I want to get them out of the way. Because I think they're kind of terrible, you know? What's your room was over here? Good? Well, you're terrible. I hate you. Let's go fight the boss and see what happens. I'm not super faithful that this run's going to be a good one, but who knows? Actually, I remember what a topic that I did want to talk about. Something that I want to do at some point is more content with my friends, and whether that's whether that's like a podcast or another show. Okay, so part of this is when I take damage, it'll also slow down. That's kind of interesting. I don't want this weapon. I want it out of my life. This blows. This blows hella. This is terrible. It's the worst weapon I've ever used. And that says a lot. I've used a lot of terrible weapons. Red Hat's terrible. Brain shrink disease. Fuck. That's unfortunate. I want to do more stuff with my friends on the channel. Like I've only had Pip-Pat on the channel. And I would love to get Zoe onto the channel, but she's not a super big fan of being on video. I'd love to get Dunin onto the actual channel and not just on the stream. I don't really like editing down my streams. I think my streams are much more enjoyable not edited down, and maybe that's just because I'm not super great at the whole editing down of a like 2-hour long stream to the like a 10-minute funny parts. But I think my stream should be enjoyed by themselves. But Dunin like works very different schedules, so he only really is around for when I stream and not really for when I record videos typically. And I'd love to get my partner, my lovely partner onto the show at some point. I think it'd be really interesting to get her on here and oh my god, we're Fox McCloud. And just like hang out with her on the channel for a little bit. Whether we do like just like a Q&A or like some dumb couples like challenge, whatever. I would like to get her on here, but she is like Zoe and does not really like being on a video very much, especially one where I'd make her show her face because it'd probably be an IRL type video. But we'll see. I might be able to convince her because she knows I like doing this. So we'll see if I can get her on here. But I do want to do more stuff with friends, and like I said, whether it's like a podcast type thing or it's a show or something like that, I don't know yet. But I would love to do more stuff with friends. But I think that kind of falls more into line with the wanting to do more highly edited content rather than like the majority of what I actually do on the channel. So keys, Pog. Maybe I'm supposed to use this to like avoid taking damage. We'll take Death Ray. Vortex is honestly better. This weapon blows, but it is certainly better than the last one we had. Okay. Very good. All right, we're chilling. Have we got our item room? Have we done everything? We've done everything. Let's go get the last couple rooms here. And then head out. Fucking, I hate this room. What else did I want to talk about? Sentinel kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. I would rather have this. That's kind of cool. You can use that to get into rooms that cost damage for free. That's kind of interesting. Can I wonder if I can use it to get past this? No, you cannot. Well, that's unfortunate. That would have been a neat addition to this weapon. But I guess not. Nick, God of Racing. Oh, this sucks at killing bosses. Oh no. This is not good. We're not having a good time here. This is a struggle. I just need to like keep in this cycle of jumping over Nick and shooting at him and hopefully murdering him. I think I want to change to Sentinel, because at least Sentinel is like better than this. Extra bullets per shot, amazing. I need to change weapons. I need to change weapons. This is not viable. This is the worst weapon I've ever used. At least Sentinel is like decent, you know? At least Sentinel is at least decent. Let's move on to the next floor. This run is not going very well. This is not going to end well. We are probably going to die here soon. Probably going to die here soon. Oh boy, $1. We need like a hell of a rate of fire up and a lot of damage ups here to make Sentinel really work. Well, pain. Please die. Perish. Thank you. But yeah, I think a lot of the content that I'd want to do with my friends, especially my partner, is like more of the scripted stuff. So obviously that would have to wait. If I do a podcast, I'd need to like figure out who I'd want to do on the pod, like who I'd want to have on the podcast, what the podcast would be about. Because I've had podcasts in the past where we just kind of talk about like current events and like things going on in video games. But I think I'd want to make it a little bit more structured. I'd love to have a podcast with some of my friends. I think Zoe would be great in a podcast. And I think Pip Hat would also do great in a podcast. It's just a matter of potentially getting like a fourth person to do it. I think on the podcast I'd be the least good, which is upsetting to say. I've also done a podcast in the past with a different friend, but that didn't end too well. I've never seen Divinity. That's Flight. So now my terrible shift is even more terrible because I just have it now as a part of an item. Amazing. I'm really glad that this is this character's active. That's so cool. That's so amazing for me. It's really obnoxious. Ooh, noise. We will take noise. We will take noise. Especially because its active is get an egg. Unfortunately, it costs money, which is the bad part, but you know. Alright, this run has been redeemed. Not fully. Not fully. We still only have 2 health, but noise is a good way to start a good run. Divine intervention as well, or divinity, that's what it's called. I don't know why I read it. I knew it's called divinity, but I said divine intervention. I don't know. I'm just stupid, is the answer. So far, so good. So far, so good. Okay, here's what we will talk about. Here's something I do want to know. And I bring it up to my friends every time because I think it's a really interesting thing. But what is your opinion about the restaurant Dairy Queen, and where are you from? Not like what state or whatever. Are you from like Canada? Are you from the US? Are you from the EU? Where are you from? Because here in Canada, we like Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen's very good. But all of my states friends have been like, yeah, it's okay. Like, it's all right. It's not great. Like, that's been their opinion. But like Canadians really like Dairy Queen. It does really well in Canada. So I just want to know. I want to know your opinion on Dairy Queen and why. So yeah, just leave a fancy little comment down below. I think it'd be swell. And I'll definitely read them all and take your opinion on like your thoughts about Dairy Queen. I think it's an interesting concept that different regions have different opinions on different fast food. I will say, I'm a little biased. I like Dairy Queen. Lithium battery. Chance you fired an electric bullet. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. Crack this open. Get ourselves the crystals back and another egg. Have a good time. Lemon jelly. I did not mean to buy that. What does lemon jelly do? I didn't read that. The more eggs you have, the more times you can jump. Oh my god, that's so helpful. I'm so glad that I can jump now. Isn't that cool, guys? I can jump like 9 times. Whatever. So yeah, let me know. I think regional opinions in food is such an interesting concept to me, because I feel like, especially with a chain like Dairy Queen, they'd be largely the same everywhere, but that just appears to not be the case. Because it's been like, my friends have very strong opinions about, like, yeah, Dairy Queen is terrible. Who is messaging me? It's Pit Pat. Okay. That's a topic I could talk about as well, but I don't really want to get into that topic. I think, by the way, I've figured out what's going to be coming to the channel here shortly as a stand-in permanently or semi-permanently for Yu-Gi-Oh! Through the Ages. If Yu-Gi-Oh! Through the Ages comes back, it might just go away. Because it's a little bit of a hassle to record at times. I would love to do more, but obviously I can't if I don't have the co-host for it. So, meh. We'll see. I really dislike this one, but because we can fly, I think that's a lot easier. Because we can fly, I think this is going to be a lot easier. I don't have any fucking keys. That's annoying. Operation, get all the things for the guy. Easy as shit. Let's go. Nut number 1. Nut number 2. Whole bunch of crystals as well. That's very cool. Very poggers, as the kids say. I don't know what's my fascination with saying "as the kids say." I am fucking like, I'm not old. I'm a zoomer technically. Technically, I'm a cusper. I was born on the cusp. But people call me a fucking zoomer because that's technically what it is. I am technically a zoomer, but I don't really consider myself a part of the zoomer group. It's weird. I will never understand generational gaps and divides and how they work. But I would not call myself a zoomer. I would more call myself a millennial, but that's mostly because I'm not in touch with the internet. I use the internet regularly, don't get me wrong, but I'm stupid as hell. I'm not a person of the internet. I'm very out of touch all the time with like memes and stuff. So, I mean, don't get mad at me if like you make a funny haha meme that I just don't understand. It's because I'm stupid. And that's why I don't understand it. I wonder when my hubris will become too much in this. Well, I mean, we could get all of them here, which would be cool. I just need to be smart. Like that. And like that. And there we go. All 6. At least that I saw. That's all of them. Well, I mean, technically they could be off in these rooms. They aren't, but I mean, it's free shit that I should just take Don't look a gift horse in the mouse. Why do I keep saying in the mouse? I just have a speech impediment, apparently. Hey, infinite keys. Let's get out of here. Very good. Infinite keys. Clap, clap. Fucking, I said this last night as well. I was talking with Zoe. And I was like, don't look the gift horse in the mouse. And she fucking made fun of me for it. Because I'm stupid. Oh boy, extra jump. Amazing. I mean, hey, this is really good if I fight Ares. Other than that, it's not very good. But, you know? Fucking... whatever. Oh god. That was really strange. That was really strange movement on my end. But shout out. Fucking die. Okay. Ow. I'm very floaty. I don't know if it's like the extra jumps that are kind of like fucking this, but it feels very, very floaty at the moment in comparison to like previous times I've had flight. And maybe that's just because this weapon has like really weird shot speed and shot rate, but something feels a little off with the movement today, and I don't know what it is. I could not tell you. But yeah, I think I finally figured out what's gonna fill the gap temporarily here. I think I just need to make a good thumbnail for it, and then we'll fully decide. But I think the thumbnail is gonna be good regardless. I would like animosity. Can't say no to that. Actually, yes, I can. I need to turn down animosity. Animosity is the same thing. Same thing as Soulbringer. I feel like I've seen animosity a lot. And it's one of the best weapons in the game. And I should just take it because it's one of the best weapons in the game. But I don't want to take it because we've had it so many times. Also, I realize I'm never really paying attention, by the way, to what episode I'm on when I... and how many episodes of a series that I'm on. I said that a series typically lasts 50 episodes. That does not mean Neon Abyss is going away. This episode does not mean this is the last one. Like I said, Isaac reached 100 episodes. I imagine Neon Abyss will not hit 100. But it is definitely very easy for me to sit down and record Neon Abyss videos at the moment. So expect it to stick around for a little bit. At least like another 20 episodes, unless something else comes out that I really want to play. A game that will be on the channel 100% is Darkest Dungeon 2. That is a game I'm going completely spoiler free on. I refuse to watch anything about it. Even though I love the game, I want to experience it myself. Heart of Fire is a revive, so we'll take that. Have I done everything? I've done everything. Let's go over here. Fucking what else? Like, my brain is shrunk again. I'm really apologetic about this, but like my brain is just completely full of mush. They're very much full of holes. Okay, something I do want to talk about related to school again. So like, if you don't want to hear about me ranting about school, whatever. But I get to make a cheat sheet for an upcoming test. Just get bigger, move slower. They can also block bullets. You bitch. You're making me really want to take animosity here. But I need to refuse. I need to refuse animosity. Because it's just I've used it too many times, dude. Used it too many times. And noise is such a fun weapon. This weapon is really cool. So we'll see how it turns out. But like, I don't know. Johnny, god of dolls. God of dolls, god of idols. Yeah, I feel way floatier. Maybe it's just me being stupid, but I feel like when I tap the button, I like move a lot more than I normally do. I don't know, but I get to make a cheat sheet for this class and this test, and I love this professor. I love this professor a lot. I think he's a really good professor. I think he's a really engaging professor, which is all you could really ask for lectures. However, I will say he is a little bit old-fashioned because he likes us to write our papers by hand. He likes us to, write our assignments and midterms by hand. He does not believe in take-home stuff, which is annoying because I do much better with the take-home stuff because I'm not stressing in the middle of a class attempting to do it, but it's fine. I can live with it. I can work with it. But it's a little bit unfortunate. But I do get to make a cheat sheet for it, which is nice. However, the cheat sheet can only be 1 page. It has to be handwritten, which is annoying. I would much rather prefer to be able to type it. A double-sided typed thing would be amazing for me. Mostly because I have horrible handwriting. So much so that it's a little hard for me to read my own handwriting at times. Which is not a very good thing. It's very, very bad of me that I cannot read my own handwriting. And that's fine. But you know what? It'll have to do. I'm like, first world problem. I get to make a fucking cheat sheet for a test that I wish was online. Whoop-de-doo. Back in my day, I wouldn't get to write no cheat sheet. But you know what? I want to be able to do it online. I would prefer my entire schooling to be online. As a history major, I have no reason for my classes to be in person. All of my classes could be online. Because all we do is readings and like papers, and none of that has to be in person. A lot of my classes assign the essays to be done in like over the weekend and during like a week-long period. You get to like write a paper because they know the papers will be better if you give people more time, and like get to write at their own pace and not write in a giant lecture. So like it's a little bit annoying, but it is whatever. It's fine. Like I can deal with it. I can work with it, but I can be upset about it and I can complain about it, which is what I have chosen to do. Another thing is that like this is as well as something I don't know is in the States, but we get like reading weeks where we get like a certain amount of time off of school to catch up on readings and basically just work on a bunch of projects. Oh god, this is the Argus floor. That's annoying. I wonder if that stacks. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I suppose I can go check, and then we'll fight the mans, the myth, the legend, Mr. Argus himself. Bam, bam. Open up. Okay, I guess I'm not going to open that up. Let's touch the heart. Very cool. And then let's go teleport back to the shop to see if this stacks. See if the double Black Friday works. It does not. That's a little unfortunate. That's a little unfortunate. Whatever. Okay. Let's go beat up Argus. Let's have a great time. Well, look, flight makes the Argus fight really easy, I will admit. Doesn't mean I still won't die to him. With my floaty ass movement, it feels a lot easier to die in this fight. Also, we just don't have a lot of damage, which is a little unfortunate. Oh god, ow. It's fine. There we go. He's been cooked. Argus defeated. There we go. Okay. Let's get into this. Let's get into this next level. Level 6. Let us beat Hal. That is the attempt. That is the goal. That is something we have not done on this character. We have beaten Argus before, but we have not beaten Hal. So let's attempt to do that. If we even make it there. I'm beginning to regret noise. It doesn't exactly feel the best to use this weapon. I like it, don't get me wrong. It's definitely a fun weapon, but it's a very slow, methodical weapon, and it doesn't feel like it's actually doing that much damage, which is the downside. I mean, like, whatever, but I could be a little upset. Maybe I should have just taken Animosity, because I know Animosity is just a brilliant weapon, but who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I think I've fully decided what's going to take its place. I just need to come up with a good thumbnail. Once I make the good thumbnail, you guys will see that. Oh, party time. Does that got rid of my flight? That's annoying. That's really annoying. That is good to know, though, that party time gets rid of your flight. Guess because it makes you focus on jumping, which is whatever, but, like, that's unfortunate. I kind of wanted flight, not gonna lie. The flight was very nice. I guess, hey, it means I can use my shift again and actually have benefit out of it. Amazing. Amazing. I feel like having extra jumps is also more beneficial for the Hal fight. Flight's not very useful in that fight, but I don't think it's very good either way. Because like having multiple jumps is essentially like having flight, but eventually you'll touch the ground, which is a little unfortunate. We'll take Paper Airplane because I've never seen it. Range of damage. Neat. Feels like it should have increased my attack speed, but that's fine. Give me this. Next. Oh god. Ow. Give me this. Thank you. Ow. Ow. That's a little unfortunate. Pick this up. Grab the heart as we head out of the room. Where's my boss? What the fuck? This feels like it's taking a long ass time to get to the mans. Oh god. Okay. I've like gotten completely sidetracked again. Genshin Impact. Let's talk about Genshin Impact. Last time we talked about Genshin Impact, we talked about gacha mechanics and anniversary events. This time, I just want to talk about like web events. Me and Zoe. I know I was just talking about me and Zoe. Like me and Zoe have had a lot of conversations. Zoe's my best friend. I've been friends with Zoe for like been friends for at least 10 years now, I think. I met her in grade 5. Maybe only 9 years. But it feels like I've been friends with her for a very, very long time. But we recently had a conversation about how Genshin should handle birthday events. And I presented the opinion that I think there should be a birthday web event for every 5-star where you go and do something. And she was like, yeah, I would rather they do an actual in-game event, though. And my argument was, if they do an in-game event for every birthday, we're dead. And that's how revives work. Okay. Good to know. I forgot that we had that. If they do an in-game event for every character, then I feel like that would take away from the specialty of it, and it would be the same birthday event every year. Whereas if they were to do a web event, they would be able to make it different every year, and if they do it for only the 5 stars, they can potentially make it more interesting every year and like higher quality kind of thing, except if they were doing it for every like 5-star, which, you know, I thought was a valid point. And then she was like, yeah, but counter argument, I feel like they need to bring back doing more things in game rather than just, oh, it's a web event. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's kind of understandable. There's some web events that I wish were actual events, and there's some web events that I think only work as the web event. So I think it's a matter of just different opinions on how it is and different standards you hold companies to. And it links back to my primary focus on how I see gacha games is through Konami, and hers is through like other anime-based gacha games, and like even MiHoYo's other games like Honkai, which do like handle different events in other ways, but like Genshin is very different from that. So I don't really know how I feel about it. My personal opinion, the one thing that we did agree on is that for the characters' birthdays, is that they should be put onto the standard banner for that one day only, and that one day alone. And I think that would work very well. Gives a reason to kind of like save up your standard banner rolls for something, rather than just like, oh, I have a standard banner roll, might as well use it because it's kind of a worthless banner. And I think that'd be a good way to change the standard banner and make it a little bit more useful. Well, that's unfortunate. That is the run, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.